Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gorilla kicks it off with a verbal grenade. No filter, no brakes, just truth unafraid. Doc's who needs him, he's shooting straight. Dropping hot takes at a rapid rate. Mikey rolls in with a file so thick. Knows your features, origin, and the politics. History buff with a dev sixth sense. Quoting Jara like it's self-defense. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive. Barely sane, but we still survive. Push that merch, don't ask how. The Waltons own this circus now. BVP with a smile and a sucker punch. Slides in jokes with a logic crunch. Last mid-Lavui, chaos contained. That last line of code, you're getting flamed. Then there's Germ with the side-eye glare. Cynical takes float in the air. Nice commit, he lies with his teeth. For suggesting a rewrite underneath. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive. Very sane, but we still survive. Push that merch, don't ask how. The Waltons own this circus now. So here's to bugs, to banter and brawls, to teammate to roast while catching your falls. Same time next week, yeah, we'll be back. Shipping dreams on a caffeine track.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another Waltons review, where tonight we're reviewing Season 5, Episode 2, The Vigil.
You doing okay,
Mikey?
What?
Yeah, can't you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Cutting out there for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, was I?
It went silent for a second there, yeah.
Yeah, you did. You cut out for like a couple
Oh, I was
seconds.
asking how you're doing.
Oh, I'm just doing fine, Gorilla. Yeah. Yeah, well, I know we're going to get a lot of flack for seeing Jurassic World Rebirth and Superman yesterday, but I thought that, personally, both me and Suzanne thought it was pretty good. Both movies were pretty good. So, but I'm looking forward to this episode actually because one of my family members, who shall remain nameless, actually had this situation that Grandma had. Only luckily, we got the person into the hospital before the appendix went kablooey. So, yeah, lucked out. But this one would really hit home. Really did.
Yeah. How are you doing, PvP?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Kind of tired, but I guess surviving. Yeah.
That's good. Did anybody else think this was the episode where it's no secret that Ellen Corby had a stroke? Yeah, did anybody else think this was the episode?
No, I thought at first it might be, but that must be coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
No, that one's coming up real soon, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then Gorilla was just telling me about a 2-part that's coming up in a few weeks too.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
well, Cynic himself.
What was that?
How you doing?
Well,
I've
had a long couple of days there, but I finally making some progress there. Hopefully, we can save Mr. S's channel.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I just have to find all the URLs for the damn playlist. They gave him a copyright strike for each video on one of his playlists there, that he put up 2 years ago that passed all the initial copyright checks.
Wow.
And they did it all in the span of like 2 minutes.
That's crazy. Oh, 2 years.
Like there should be a limit on how long they wait before they put up if it's so longer than 30 days that they should not be able to put a copyright claim in.
Well, I mean,
if it means it was targeted.
Yeah, I mean, if it was fine with YouTube for 2 years, it must be a third party that went in and did something.
Yeah, it was a third party, but
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that does sound targeted.
I think so. Well, okay. I mean, when I did those reviews of The Greatest American Hero, this one guy had all 3 seasons, right, on video through YouTube. It was all free and whatever. And then just, recently within the last year or so, I go back and most of those episodes are missing. So I don't know what was going on because like they were there for a while and, and then they just disappeared. So they must have done something to the guy that, downloaded them all. Because for a while they didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden it's like, they just take them out. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know
but let's say hi to our chat. And hail, the first one in the chat tonight was FKHC Tell the File, also known as Tim. Welcome. Goes, hail,
Tim.
joke incoming. Wait for it.
Uh-oh.
Wait for it. Here it is.
Oh, shit.
In this week's episode of the Waltons, Grandma and Grandpa Walton reenact 2 girls, 1 cup, and 1 man, 1 jar. Well, they do reenact something, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome, Sci-Fi Sit Down. Welcome. So the panel, we have a gorilla, 1 big teddy bear, 1 TOS trying to turn me into a hardcore Trek fan.
I am.
Yeah. The gorilla can't talk to you, sound like she's commute all the way from his favorite hand signal. Here, I'll communicate directly to you, Sit Down.
Gently extend your arm. Extend your middle finger. Very good.
And gorillas know how copyright strikes work because he struck out two and got. That's how
2 kids to pay for.
Jesus Christ, that's. Dude, you really need to think before you type. That makes absolutely no sense at all.
That doesn't make any sense.
You want to talk about a strikeout? You swung and you missed hard. You swung so hard that you spun around in the base and fell over.
Yeah, if Gorilla had struck out twice, then he wouldn't have had any kids at all, right?
No, you mean, I think what he was trying to say is that you hit the bullseye twice, and now you have 2 kids to be for.
Yeah, but
let's just get this started.
That makes no sense. Yeah, let's do the episode.
But I'm not going to try to figure out what the hell he was trying to say.
Yeah, that's kind of incoherent for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we're going to start with our prologue. I remember so well the carefree, designated crossroads of my life, the points where one could stop and thoughtfully consider which road to take. But there were those other particles of time in which decisions were made more quickly, and one-stamp judgment, irrevocable forces were set into motion. I especially recall such a time affecting my grandmother and my sister, Mary Ellen. All right. So let's mark that. Then let's go here. Nope, wrong thing. So we got the Vigil here. Blah, blah, blah. John Boy's right in his room. Grandma has a little pan here. But
yeah. That's where she gets that moment, right, Gorilla?
Yeah. But, first of all, Jim Bob should know something's actually wrong, But is it Grandma's pride stopping her from saying anything?
Yes.
Yes. Because she thinks she's she thinks she's a very strong woman, obviously. And denial at first, and then she's like, she doesn't want to let Jim Bob get worried, so she's trying to stand tall, stand firm. But I think that they know something's wrong.
It's that Appalachian pride, ain't it?
Oh yeah, it's that Virginia. What do they call it? The Mountaineers call it something in West Virginia. They call it like a state of mind. It's like, oh no,
Appalachian pride.
People.
Yeah, I think I'm closer with Appalachian pride.
Oh, probably are. Yeah. I just think
And
it's more of a state of mind.
And welcome to the Phantom Boomer Explorers. Welcome. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We actually might get it. I'm expecting some storms coming here.
And what does Tim mean by I almost broke Mikey? What does
You're laughing real hard. You're laughing real hard.
Oh. Sorry, Tim.
You know how I sometimes get.
Oh. When you lose it, Gorilla, we know.
Yeah.
We know you lose it. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Now, if I explode on air and you don't hear anything, Tim, that's when you know you've broken me.
Maybe it's from all that inbreeding. This ain't Alabama, Tim. Tim, this ain't Alabama. This is good folks from Virginia. We got the.
He's West Virginia.
They're all good kinfolk from Virginia. So she's like, "What happened, Grandma? I dropped it." Well, oh shit! But how the fuck did you drop it? So sorry, that might have been my phrasing. So he picks it up for her. She goes, "Now, why did you do? It's supposed to go to the back step there, but why is she bringing it in the house if it just stays on the back step?"
I don't know.
But you notice the windows in the background there? That's not what it looks like out those windows. You can tell.
No. Oh yeah, you mean
no? Out those windows is a parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you were to look out those windows, you'd be looking at the barn and the old sawmill.
Yeah, Judy Norton, if you recognize a lot of different things in this episode, was talking about the same backlot area of Warner Brothers that they filmed, like, where they had Boatwright University. Well, then that became a hospital and all this other stuff. So if you recognize the street, you'll recognize that it's been the same kind of backlot street they'd been using through a lot of those episodes. And the guy who directed this episode, Harry Harris, well, that speaks volumes right there. Guy's been doing lots of, a lot of these for the show. Yeah.
And Tim says it is the South. Grandma sure loves those chickens because they egg. Oh,
lame. Yeah, you need to get better. Please get better.
Yeah, yes, it did. Come on, you're gonna wear that clip out on me. All right,
it's okay. I got a couple new ones for him.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so Grandma's here. Look, this already clean. They ain't scouring. Damn it. That must be her way of coping with her sickness, there, or suddenly getting sick.
Or coping with the pain, maybe.
So here we get the scene where we've seen in the preview, the preview crap, where Dr. Vance is thinking of moving the shark. He's quoting the Hippocratic Oath, and he's doing a story on so this blah talking. He's talking about the way people pay him with jams, turkeys, eggs.
Yeah.
And
now
roofing supplies.
Judy herself said that the guy that plays Dr. Vance, this might be one of his last. Yeah, this would be one of his last times because they have a guy that's going to come in and be the doctor, and that's the person that Judy Norton, Mary Ellen eventually falls in love with in later episodes. So just keep an eye out for the next doctor to come up.
Oh, is that the intern in the episode?
Well, yeah, the intern doctor guy. Yeah.
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 All right. So apparently they may have wooden shingles back then. So the rope's safe and all that. So blah blah blah. So he's going down to Charlottesville, and he's gonna take the job as good as he offered.
Quince jelly.
Blah blah. So this is what this is one of the they actually got the Rockfish name on here. That's one of the few places that have it.
Yeah.
And we get to Fanny Tatum. And Mary Ellen's job with her. Fanny Tatum's teacher how to
The red light, the line is busy. Yellow light, the line is open.
Red, busy, yellow, open.
Now, these are your ringing switches. When you've plugged in the number being called, push the switch forward, then release. Forward and release until the number answers.
Well, what if they don't answer?
We'll never give less than 6 rings before giving up. The subscriber may be out of doors or occupied in another room.
6?
That's a pretty basic system right there, but easy enough to handle. Of course, we got everything electronic now doing all the work for us.
Yeah, phone systems are a lot different nowadays.
Rings.
Remain calm and cool at all times. I do hope you're not excitable.
Am I?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say so, honey, no.
Yeah, we all know that. I love this expression right here. No, never. That's like if your wife asks you, "Does this dress make me look fat?" No, honey, no. Same energy right there. No, honey, that dress don't make you look fat.
Right. The fat makes you look fat.
Never forget it. This is the very nerve center of Jefferson County.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are you ready, child? Now then, get the Len bookings.
Head of the volunteer fire department.
Like, how would you know which one's which?
Well, that's
Just
what
by
I was
looking at the
wondering.
numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, that seems like kind of a complicated system in a way because there's no names on there or anything. So, how do you know which one, who is which on which one? Like,
yeah, and like what in the piece that she grabbed, none of this makes much sense.
well, I just don't know how she would know with the fire department, line. Like, how does she know it?
She knows the fire department number.
She does, but I mean, right now it doesn't have any labels, right? At Germ at one time, when did the early operating system for the phones have those labels on them?
Well, they would have always had some sort of label on it.
Yeah,
Usually
but I
in
didn't
America.
see any on this one. Well, I was just saying I didn't see any on this one. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, that's probably just a prop mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this one's just the numbers.
Right.
Someone answered.
Tell him your business.
Hello, this is. Well, you don't know me. No, there isn't a fire. I just.
Oh, no, my goodness, no. Oh, Len. Fanny Tatum here. Just my new assistant practicing on the switchboard. Now, Len, shall we watch our language? Enough.
Well, if you call 911, it's a 911 operator would hang up on you. That'd be considered a felony there. But why the hell would she call the volunteer fire department instead of Ike Godsey?
Well, exactly, and she picks a guy that's obviously got an appropriate job working at the fire department because he's a total hothead. So, yeah.
Well, okay, how would you like it if your job you're sitting in your office there your job is to rush out to put fires out and save lives. Your phone's going off, so obviously you're thinking, "Oh, there's a fire! Better round up the boys. Let's go!" And it just turns out, we're just practicing on a fucking switchboard.
Well,
How would you?
why did Mrs. Fanny tell Erin to call that number? Then it really
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that was all totally Mrs. Fanny's fault. I do not blame I would not blame his reaction for telling her that she's an ass for calling him like that.
She should have called Ike Godsey. That would have been a safe one, right?
Yeah, that would have been great. You didn't have to have we could have gotten like an extra reaction. It's not like they'd have to pay him much extra. He could have had an extra line in the scene.
Yeah, really, because
show.
they had to pay some actor to put that line on the episode, right? So
For sure, it's just a producer or a side person.
Okay.
Someone they're already paying. Go here, quick. Let's just listen to here so we can play it.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, honey. Maybe you shouldn't practice with the head of the volunteer fire department.
You notice how you're looking straight at Fanny for that one?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't think Pa's too impressed with her at this moment.
No, he's working at he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying that.
I take full responsibility for that. It's the pressures of things here, Mr. Walton. It's been building. I do need Erin to help me.
You think you can handle it, honey?
Yeah, so basically he gets a call. She's been doing it for years, so here John Boy has all the articles about country doctors going to the cities, blah blah blah. I was getting upset that here.
Did you guys notice in this episode? And I wanted to mention this quickly to PvP. Did you notice that the actress herself, Ellen Corby, is like really like she's starting to look haggard and whatever? You think that maybe led eventually to her stroke? Because she looks really worn out here.
Yeah,
Really
she
does.
did. I think she did look a little more worn out than usual in this episode. Yeah,
I have to say, yeah. Pretty scary.
Yeah, so we got Grandma giving her old face here because Mikey made me pause right here. Yeah, so she's not feeling well. And here they're looking up the Hippocratic Oath for John Boy. It goes all the way back to the Greek times.
Yeah.
Hippocrates.
So they're
why they called it.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we got David Spencer here. This ain't the last we'll see of him.
Oh no.
He
he has an affection for him.
Yeah. Well, Mary Ellen's really good friends with them, and you know what they say about nurses.
Hotty totsy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's gonna see a whole lot more of him in the future. Ha ha.
Some biological experimentation. Oh, can I mention this, Gorilla? Okay, so Fanny Tatum, played by Sheila Allen, was Irwin Allen's wife at the time. Yes, the same guy who made Towering Inferno, Poseidon Adventure, and so on.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of like a crossover of sci-fi and drama from the Waltons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put money says girl asked Peter Mikey what the heck that system is. It's an old telephone switchboard there. Yeah. When someone calls in there, they ask you, they tell them your number, then you go and you plug that person's cord into the number associated that they give you there.
So Sit Dan just lost money.
Sit Dan.
You just lost Sit Dan, so you're gonna have to get some money from, give some money to Gorilla for the fund.
Hey, sit down there. I'll let you in on a little secret. 3 of my great aunts all used to work for one. I also worked with three coworkers when I was working out at the restaurant that all worked for the telephone company. Not only that, we have an old telephone thing at room at the fairgrounds there. That's kids always get yelled to get the fuck away from that there all the time. So,
And you got to remember, Thistan, Gorilla lives in bumfuck nowhere. He lives 50 years behind modern civilization.
In fact, they probably still have a switchboard in Gorilla's hometown to make the call.
I'm sure they do somewhere.
Yeah. And hey, Scurvy, how's it going? Welcome. Ladies
Hey,
do
Scurvy.
love man.
Hey, Lemon.
That's not a uniform. That's not a uniform.
No, yeah, he was talking about the fire chief. He was
We
mentioning.
didn't even see the fire chief. We never even seen the fire chief. So how the fuck do we know what the hell he was wearing?
That's what I was questioning. That's why I was questioning why he said it in the first place.
No, for all we know, he could be dressed up like freaking John.
Or he could be dressed up. He could be dressed up like the CIA man.
Or like Owen said, he could be a fucking furry and be dressed up in a cat suit.
Oh man!
No, I think Dan is talking about the doctor in training here.
Pretty much, but I thought he was also mentioning the guy over at Volunteer Fire Department. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't see the guy, so I go.
Yeah,
with
we
Gorilla.
never seen him, so I
go with Gorilla.
As far as I know.
The guy at the fire department could have been sitting there in his underwear for all we know, right? So,
yeah, the chief of the fire department was sitting in a beanbag chair, naked, eating Cheetos, when Phantom Tatum interrupted his radio broadcast that he was listening to.
Oh God!
Well, thanks for that. Thanks for painting that image of a naked man in a beanbag chair, Gorilla.
Thanks a lot.
You're totally welcome for that.
Oh God!
All right, so here they're talking about there's a Tesla fluke going around, blah blah. They tell the system. John Boy wants to write about, but the guy said, no. We're keeping this under wraps because if it is an epidemic, then David Spencer doesn't want to start to have a panic or wrong information going out. So he's like, no, I'm referring you to the head of this guy who's the head of whatever. So don't even quote me on that. Well, can I at least give the symptoms?
I gotta say though, the intern here, actually, he could have done a more thorough job at this point in the episode because he could have mentioned there's intestinal flu, but it could be symptoms of other more serious things. If he told Mary Ellen and John Boy that, maybe the episode might have gone a totally different direction, right?
Maybe. Oh, and by the way, Robert S. Woods, who plays David Spencer, he's still alive today. He just had a birthday in March. He is 77 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Mary Ellen's so this gives Mary Ellen an idea. Blah blah blah. Your grandma drops her stuff. Grandma, are you sick? Well, they go.
Oh my God, Jim Bob!
What?
Duh! Grandma's not feeling well, and is that kind of like a?
Are you sick?
Is that
that was Elizabeth that said that, and it's totally normal for Elizabeth to ask that when she's like 8.
Yeah, but Jim Bob should have said something more profound, maybe. Or maybe I'm just blowing it out my ass. I don't know.
Jim Bob didn't say nothing. But anyhow, Mary Ellen's like, you got, it's just intestinal flu. You got the same symptoms. Oh, okay. So they go lay down. She's sticking to the heat pad. Oh, look. Oh, I like that. I like that right there.
Yeah. And now she's
using quite some hot. That's a good sign.
It is.
Yeah, so blah blah blah. They got her heating pad. So John Boy's printing the thing. Blah blah blah. he's talking about how the doctors need money. Blah blah blah. This is a blah 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 scene. It's a fading.
Did he just mention a pimento cheese sandwich?
Yes.
Where'd that come from?
So John Boy, who was so eager to drop off the newspaper, but apparently Dr. Vance is going to Frederick to Richmond. He's getting, in other words, he's getting the fuck out of there as soon as he can. He's not going to be a country bumpkin anymore. So she doesn't know where the hell he went. For all you know, he could be at a brothel for all she knows.
Damn! They should have put that scene in the episode. Oh, well.
Right.
Yeah. So John Boy's like, "So you can give it to me? Yes, I'll give it to him." Blah blah. And Marielle's like, "Hurry up, John Boy! I'm late.
She's late.
Well, why did John Boy drop her off late? So
That little Walton girl, Erin. She was supposed to be here at 4 on the dot.
I'm sorry, Mr. Manning.
She just walked in, Eunice. I'll be there directly.
I know I'm late. I couldn't help it.
4.5 minutes exactly.
Oh, God.
I would have been on time. I tried.
Trying is not good enough, child. We must always be on time. People depend on us. We're a vital service to this community.
My brother.
like Fanning Tatum in this point here, it's not wrong, but she can at least listen to the damn reason why. For all she know, someone had a heart attack on the same sidewalk, and Mary Ellen was trying to save the person.
Well, yeah, she seems like a very unreasonable boss at this point in the episode. Like, I wouldn't want to work for somebody.
Well, 4.5 minutes late, like, I can understand being late for a job, because, like, I worked a lot of factory jobs where we gotta rely on each other to be at their stations when you're ready to go, you know. But
yeah,
but her part is she doesn't want to listen to excuses.
Oh, I get that.
At least listen to the reason.
I get that, but it's just that it's Erin's first day on the job, so like give the kid a tiny bit of break, maybe, you know.
Well, she didn't fire her.
That's right.
Well,
yeah. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that would be kind of silly to fire someone just because of 4.5 minutes, like, you know. And besides, she already said she needs her badly to do the work, so, you know.
And yeah, and what is Sifdan saying to me about if I have an old Navy uniform? At Sifdan, I was only in naval basic training for about 5 weeks, and I never received an actual naval uniform. So if you think I had one, you're wrong. And even if I had been in the Navy, I might have never met Suzanne, so that could have happened too. So I don't know what you're talking about as far as me being a nice looking man in a uniform.
So anyhow,
brings me, and he had to stop at Dr. Vance's.
No excuses, Erin. I won't hear of them. I cannot abide excuses.
I just wanted to explain.
There is no explanation, child. Punctuality is part of responsibility.
Yes.
And being a bitch is no, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, being a bitch is part of my job.
No. That punctuality is part of responsibility. So, what would be a good rhyme for being a bitch? I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna have to think on that.
Well, let's see. There's bitch. There's witch. There's itch. Stitch.
But, anyhow, while we're pondering over this, that's plus I'm saying that you guys in uniforms get more action from the ladies. Not necessarily. And saying hi there. Mikey, you had an old Navy uniform able to squeeze into it. Suzanne possibly would love you more since you're a nice man looking in a uniform.
What is he coming up with on this? She already loves me for who I am. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
I had to put a uniform on for.
Hey, it never hurts to throw on a uniform and just close the deal.
It's Gerber here.
I closed the deal a long time ago, Jeremy. Just saying.
Yeah. And Scurvy says, 1/2 minute late, motherfucker.
Yeah, I have to wonder if Dan's just not having fantasies about seeing Mikey in a uniform.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope not.
And let's see, Sci-Fi Nation or Sci-Fi Sit There here says, "How's it squeezing the scurvy? Squeezing in great volumes. Thanks for asking. I do not know what you're squeezing there. I do not want to know.
Oh,
It's best we don't know.
Yeah,
yes,
and
I was in the Navy, but I didn't sail the seven seas. Why are you
in
just
the
quoting?
Navy, yes.
Why are you quoting the Village People right now, Lemon Pie? Come on,
Yeah,
Jeez.
and being a bitch is better than being a witch.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Okay, so Fanny Tam goes off, tells her so grandma's getting sicker. The fever's up to 102. They're gonna go get Dr. Vance, blah blah. Grandpa's there trying to treat her. He's getting worried.
How do you know that? You sure? Well, get me Mrs. Vance then. Maybe she's heard from him. Ma's sick.
Yeah, so she goes, and she doesn't know where he's at, blah blah blah. He's telling get at Bridges because they want to use what they call that Bridges town car, but he because the truck is way too rough for him. So apparently the town car rides smoother than the truck. So she gets up. There's the deputy, and she explains the situation to him. How does the deputy not know where the hell the sheriff is? And couldn't the deputy have his own car that they could give a ride to Charlottesville in? That's one thing that got me a little bit. Like, I understand they don't want to pay for another actor, but come on now.
The deputy may not have his own car. They are a two-bit country sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Like,
And
but he's still,
didn't you, Gorilla? Can I ask you a question? Did you tell me before that Ike Godsey had a vehicle that he provided, like as a taxi or something in the town?
he has a motorcycle.
A motorcycle, okay.
And you're
He
not
has a
gonna
delivery service.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
you're not gonna get sick grandma on the back of a motorcycle in the bitch seat.
Oh, that would be a sight to see. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if he hits a pothole and
Wait. I think Ike's motorcycle's out of commission. To be
it
honest,
is? Oh, okay.
No,
yeah.
because hear me out. He's the only one we ever hear of having a motorcycle in these episodes there. And John Boy crashed. I think they mentioned in the first episode that John Boy crashed Ike Godsey's motorcycle.
Oh,
And that's why he has the cane. Even though
Oh,
he got injured on another set.
that's what it was. Okay. Well, and Judy Norton herself did say, because of her previous injury on a motorcycle in real life, that's why Richard Thomas's John Boy has that cane that he's carrying and walking around.
Literally what I just said.
Yeah.
That's literally
Weird.
what I just
Well, no, not literally. He did it in real life. He didn't crash in the episode.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Anyway,
anyhow,
sorry, go ahead.
he says that she's in there. Dad's John Walton. So he's in the Rockfish area. So she finds him.
Now, remember I said on the Warner Brothers back lot where they filmed a lot of this? They turned Boatwright University into the hospital that they're bringing Grandma to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That they use a lot of reused sets on these.
They did.
But
yeah.
So they get in here. You know what would have been really cool and would not have costed them an extra penny? That car has a siren on it. I would love to if Ep here would have started up the siren going down the road. Make it sound like an actual emergency. I think that will put a little bit more flair on the episode.
Yeah,
and
could have helped.
Yeah,
I got a problem with this scene though. It's like, why does Erin have to go out to the Walton residence with the sheriff? She should have just gone back to work, should she not?
Oh, okay. Right. You get a call from your dad looking for Dr. Vance. You can't find Dr. Vance, so he tells you find Sheriff Spriggs. Your grandma
Yeah.
needs to get to a hospital to go.
But she
Well, wouldn't you
found
be worried as hell? And that's all the information you're getting out of them. So once you go back with the sheriff's there,
Well,
there.
I don't think Erin was being very responsible, like you said. I mean, if she's got a job, she should be doing her job.
This here would have been excusable. I would have done the same thing. I would have gone back home and I would have gone, what is wrong with grandma? What is wrong with grandma? I
don't know.
No, screw that job.
I just think, it's a bad thing to do on your first day at work.
Yeah, but it's an understandable thing to do at work, and
Maybe
I would not
understandable,
fault anybody for that.
I still found it a bit, I don't know, a bit questionable. Questionable.
So if you're one of your family members in the hospital and you're trying to find the sheriff, would you not go home and try to find out what's wrong with them?
Well,
Nope.
I just called the sheriff on the phone because we can do that nowadays.
Jerm says no. How about you, Mikey?
Well, I would.
Anybody in the chat?
know,
Anybody in the chat? Answer that for me.
What? I'd rather that Dad goes and takes care of it rather than her leaving her job. But she's so concerned. So
Yeah, but
that's just my opinion.
So we got two go back to the jobs. One that understands but still go back to the job, and I would say fuck this job, leave it, and I'd come back and tell family my family means more to me than this job.
But she's functionally, once she talks to the sheriff, she's functionally useless. She should go back to her job.
Exactly. All she is
just because she's functionally useless doesn't mean that she's not still worried and wants to know what's going on.
Yeah, but
she may, but she's not going to get any more information just by going home.
Yeah, I don't think she's anything more than a passenger in the sheriff's car at this point.
Right. But because it's an immediate family member, being grandma and all,
I still say screw the job. I'll go home and wait with my family to get word on my grandma.
Yeah, well, I think.
Well, that's what she's basically doing.
I think Erin was really screwing up. I mean, first day at work and you just bug her off like that because,
if it's not your wife or kid, you go back to work.
Because it's not like the switchboard's going to operate itself, right? And there's going to be a lot of really angry people calling in later.
They can all fuck off.
Well, maybe they got a family member that's very sick and they need to contact some help, right?
Oh, fine. I'll give you that one. But that's the only one I'll give you out of this one.
All right. Well, let's keep going.
Uh-oh.
And Dan, this is before 911.
Right.
Yeah, this is long before 911.
Way before.
911 came into operation in was it not like 73 or 74?
I think it was the 70s at some point, yeah. Yeah, they didn't have 911 back in the Waltons time. They didn't even have one.
911 started February 16th, 1968.
Okay, so I was off by feet. Okay, so that's just that's just in Alabama. So in the 70s, it's when it started taking off.
Right. But that's when it actually started, was 1968, Gorilla. When people started calling the actual three numbers.
Yeah, that's only in Alabama.
After this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wright brothers started flying planes. What was it?
1903.
1903, but they weren't exactly they didn't have passenger jets for some time after that, right? So just saying.
Alrighty. So anyhow, they load grandma up and I still think that they should have had the siren going in this. I think that will add so much to this episode.
Oh well.
Here, just a sec.
As Gorilla goes and gets another CPS report on him, How you liking the episode so far, Mikey?
I was happy enough with the episode, like I said, but the misdiagnosis, obviously, we don't know until later, but thankfully, Grandma did get through it. But as I mentioned to Gorilla before, I did have one of my family members, just barely getting to the hospital before they found out that their appendix needed to be removed. So,
Yeah.
Well, the one good lesson in this episode was that Mary Ellen did learn to never diagnose a patient.
All right.
Okay. Yep. It's a zombie squad movie is at least like 2 hours.
Yeah. All right. I'm back. PvP, you want to read this one?
And this is a really good movie.
Yeah, sure.
Really good song.
Sci-fi Sith Dan said, so we have 3 cold-hearted bastards that stay at work and one that would go to see what happened and take care of his family.
Yeah, sit there on my side on that one.
I just think Erin was being irresponsible on her first day at the job,
Yeah. So, Phantom Tatum's handling this like a champ.
Well, I know you've been patient. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not smoke pouring out of her ears at this point.
No, nothing we can't fix.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Ring
must
will
be
be taken
pissed off.
Yeah, so she walks in.
care of. Of course we can. Anywhere you want to call. Glad to be of help.
Yeah, she's like, all right, she got that all taken care of. She got all right, now time to yell at this bitch. Exact thoughts going through her brain right now.
Yeah,
Time to yell at this bitch.
She's ready to get the leather strap out of this point, I think. She's pretty pissed off.
Miss Fanny, I know you don't
Want any excuses or explanations? There are none. None.
There's one.
I tried to call her. Do you know this entire switchboard was one enormous busy signal?
Please listen to me.
Never, since this board was first installed, has it ever gone unattended.
See, this is why they would not have me on here, because I will have told her if you would just shut the fuck up for a second, I'll tell you exactly why I left my spot. That's why.
Yeah, I don't think this would be a job for you anyway, Gorilla, really.
Yeah, because I would have told her to shut the fuck up for a minute so I could explain.
Yeah, and you'd probably get someone on the phone and they'd be yammering on about something, and you say, "What the fuck you talking about? For fuck's sakes!"
Yeah, but yeah, I did not have the professionalism for this job.
I guess that's what I was kind of hinting at. Yes.
Well, I didn't know this, but Sheila Allen was in the reboot of Lost in Space in 1998.
Oh God.
She was in that film.
That's another reason that I didn't enjoy that.
Oh no! Well, she's passed away now. She died in 2013. She was 84.
Well, I guess she's a reasonably decent actress, but I don't find her riveting at all in any of these films.
Yeah, right.
So let's see her yelling at Marielle or at Erin.
There we go.
For so much as a single minute.
I don't care.
And she's like, wait, someone doesn't care about the switchboard as much as I love it? Oh my gosh! How dare she say something so vulgar and blasphemous?
I'm surprised Erin hasn't called her "you old hag" by this time.
Oh, I would call her worse than that.
Doc Vance is off somewhere and Mrs. Vance doesn't know where. So I had to go and find the sheriff and bring him to my house.
Oh, my dear child.
I rode home with him, and I'd do it again.
What's wrong at your house, Erin?
My grandma's sick. The sheriff's driving her to Charlottesville to the hospital.
Oh, now she's like, oh, fuck.
No.
Wrong here. Maybe I should shut the fuck up for a minute.
Yeah, now she becomes like Mama Bear kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now this here is
admits she was. Is this where she admits she was too hasty in her condemnation of why she walked away from the?
Yeah, And I
Operator
think that final point is Mary Ellen said she would do it again, or not Mary Ellen. Erin would say she would do it again.
Erin would do it again. Yep.
Yeah, but here I like this part right here.
Now there are things we can do.
But what?
Well, if Dr. Vance is in my part of the world, I'll find him. You may just want to watch this.
So Fanny Tatum's doing her magic. You know, I wonder how many of these conversations like people would like eavesdrop in on. Because the operator does it as an eavesdropping cord that they can plug in and listen to other people's conversations.
When I was a kid in the 60s, we were on a party line, and a party line was basically there could be dozens of people on the same line you were on, and sometimes you'd pick up the phone to use the phone, and you'd hear other two people talking to each other.
Yeah, no,
so you could eavesdrop on people for hours back in those days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
What do you think they did on their breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I distinctly remember Jerry telling me that when they were working for the telephone company and all that, every once in a while at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, they would ring their house phones for their husbands to pick up the phone, and then tell them like what the time was in New York.
Yeah.
Just to make them get up off their chair, go pick up the phone, just to get told what time it was in New York for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. I had a quick question for the panel. So, guys, did you ever make prank phone calls when you were younger?
No.
Oh yeah, you can't caller IDs ruined that though.
Yeah, I just couldn't see any point to it really. So.
Well, I mean, my brother and I did it a few times, but then we get this thing where my mother would say, "Yeah, but if you make those prank phone calls, you're going to get arrested by the cops, and the police are going to come to our door, and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Okay."
I guess I have more important things to worry about than that.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be a waste of time. Really, I was probably too busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
I always got the "if you do that, I will beat your ass" speech.
Oh yeah. There you go, Jordan.
You know that would have made a great game show. Beat your ass. That would have been a show I would have watched.
It was. It's just a game show of kids getting their ass whooped for the stupid shit they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Sure.
Yeah. And now for the weapon of choice.
The good old fashioned switch.
The audience gets to vote. Do we use the wooden paddle or do we use the leather strap on the kid's backside?
Yeah, I always thought the kids had to go pick their own switch.
Yeah. Or do we use the belt, the leather belt with the buckle?
Yeah, or you could use the cane. There's lots of options.
The razor strap. But anyhow, let's get back to the episode here. So Grandpa's worried. He's worried out. He's talking about how life's like a sliver. And that blah, blah, blah. And good thing Ep got her here in time. So here's the guy that Mary Ellen's going to be. Wait, that'd be a spoiler. But
going boom chicka wow wow with.
Yeah, but anyhow, he talks to her. It's a appendicitis, or he's saying they may need to operate, and they'll need Grandpa's permission. Then he asked John what he's doing, blah blah blah. He said he would do it, blah blah blah. So they're all waiting at Ike's, waiting for the phone call. Just sitting there waiting.
We're waiting for a call from my daddy,
and John Boy goes, make sure the phone.
Your daddy'd call you if he had anything to tell you.
Yeah. This afternoon seems like.
So you got to talk, blah blah blah.
Well, if we wouldn't put you out any, Ike.
We had enough at home now, Ben.
Wait, what did I can't remember.
Y'all had enough to eat.
Yeah, we had enough at home. Thank you.
Ben, Jim Bob.
Well, if we wouldn't put you out any, Ike.
We had enough at home now, Ben.
If it wouldn't put you out any. Wow, that's polite. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Corbeth has got some meatloaf left over.
You know, grape soda goes pretty good with meatloaf, Ike. Or strawberry, too.
Oh, my God.
Now they're just... what would that... what would exactly that? It's not bribing. It's not.
Now
Mooching.
they're becoming moochers at this point.
Yeah. Could this be like the third
Grape
subplot?
soda, strawberry.
Yeah, so he gets some sodas, blah blah blah. And then all the kids. If
I want to let you know I'm here.
It's a comfort you are here, Doc.
How on earth did they find you?
Well, you never want to hide from Fanny Tatum.
That's great right there.
Fanny's got a reputation in the community. It seems like, yeah.
Hey, she can find
if you ever need to find someone, just challenge Fanny Tatum.
Well, if
that would be a great game. Let's call the. You gotta hide away from Fanny Tatum. You always have to be within reach of you always have to be around a telephone, but you have to hide from Fanny Tatum for a week. If you do, you win like $50.
Yeah, if Fanny gets mad at you, then she's going to tan your Fanny.
Well, no, she can track you right down.
And Gorilla Jim's landscape just came into the chat.
Yeah, so he's gonna go see Esther. Blah 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 blah. The kids show up. Here, they bring in an oxygen.
Oxygen tent.
Yeah. I want to go in there and see her.
Well, you can't do that, Elizabeth.
I just want a picture of the oxygen vent.
Yeah, but she'd be glad to see me. All of us. At least I would if I were in there all alone.
Elizabeth doesn't understand how being seriously ill is to deal with, so I don't think Grandma would really care to see anybody.
Yeah, but Grandma is a family woman, a God-hearted family woman. She wants her family around.
But when you're hours away from possibly dying, I don't think you're really maybe the most cordial mood, right?
It doesn't matter if you're in a cordial mood. It matters that you're around your family.
Well, they didn't want to do that scene, I guess. So.
Yeah, they're being cheap on the scene there. But they bring in this old-fashioned oxygen tank that pumps in pure oxygen. It keeps the oxygen levels higher than what's in the actual atmosphere to help with the breathing and all that.
Yeah.
All right, so blah blah blah. They bring it in.
Oh, there was something new that we learned about Grandma in this episode. That she's originally from Fluvanna County, Virginia.
Yeah. So here's Barry Ellen.
But there wasn't anyone to help her.
You should have left her alone till you got a doctor. Ice pack should have been put on her. Heat was the worst thing you could have done.
Well, you gave me all the symptoms yourself. She had all of them. Abdominal pains, cramping, sore intestinal tract, fever, loss of appetite.
I know.
So what Mary Ellen is, as you described, is what you call a WebMD patient, where you just type all your symptoms into WebMD and apparently you're sick with them. That's what you have. No, instead of letting a professional handle it.
Well, yeah, that's why you always talk to a real doctor.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Same as what, Doctor?
Intestinal flu and acute appendicitis.
Grandma has appendicitis?
It burst. And the peritonitis has spread.
I've never heard of the term peritonitis.
I have. Basically, it's when an appendix does burst, and it's very, very serious. You got to really get that appendix out as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And hey, Jim, how's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing well there. I'm so sorry about Mr. Wiggles.
Oh, did Mr. Wiggles pass on? Oh shit! I didn't hear about that. Damn. Sorry to hear about that, Jim.
Yeah. And so a belt, paddle, or a strap on. No, we're not going there.
Dan,
we're not going there. Seriously.
Dan, you really crossed the line with that one. That That would even be beyond my territory, I gotta say.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not even finished reading that.
Well, Mary Ellen is learning a valuable lesson in this scene, though.
She is.
Yeah? Well, she almost killed Grandma.
Not to misdiagnose and not to diagnose anybody if you're not qualified to do a diagnosis on them.
Yeah, leave it. You're in training still.
Erin's job is to be the doctor's assistant and wear really hot white nylon stockings and look really sexy. That's her job.
Well, I like how they have a chapel in the hospital. Yeah. Well, no, even back then, I like the fact that they do have a chapel in the hospital, too.
Oh, they still have them.
Yeah.
I know they do, Gorilla, but I'm saying, even in the 30s.
Isn't that a little bit creepy, though? Like, it's just like, they wheel you into the hospital, and then you croak, and then they just do a service in the chapel.
No, the chapel is for the family to go and pray.
Okay.
For their patient.
Yeah. Okay. Now, here we got to see here. Got Grandpa just wondering.
Yeah. Will Gere is probably one of the best things in this episode. He's really good at the end of the episode here.
Yeah. When Grandpa hears a person crying in there, do you think he knows it's like one of the kids, or did you think he was just going to go in there and comfort whoever was in there?
Well, Grandpa's probably that kind of guy that he does care about people. So.
He's a very sensitive soul, girl. I'm sure he would have just gone right in there and done it.
He is a very sensitive man, actually.
Yes.
Very thoughtful man.
Yes.
A lot like his son is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a really good scene in the chapel, actually.
Yeah, and then he sees that, I couldn't tell this was Barry Allen at first, but I knew it was Barry Allen just because they're not gonna pay for an extra actor if they don't have to. And their set is Grandpa.
Well, I figured it was Mary Ellen because of what had just occurred in the previous scene.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's feeling so guilty right now that she's thinking, I could have been the cause of Grandma's death by that misdiagnosis I gave.
Yeah.
So she's learned a really big lesson in this episode, actually.
Yeah. So
It's all my fault. Not hers. I failed her.
That's kind of will this be considered rude, Grandpa listening in on her talking to God?
I don't really think it. I mean, they are family, so if she was a total stranger, I might agree on that point. But
it says all right. I'll remove my comment. Yeah. Oh, the dog get cancer. Oh, that makes it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cancer's a bad thing for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim actually messaged Suzanne, my Suzanne, and mentioned it this morning that he passed away and 12 years old. So
yeah, that's really sad. Very sorry to hear that, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh. Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I really wanted to help her. But I was wrong. And I asked for forgiveness.
Does she think, in her mind that if Grandma died, it would be considered murder? Is that why she's asking for? Because
I don't know if she would think she murdered Grandma, but I would definitely think she would feel guilty about contributing to her possibly passing away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all guilt at this point.
I
Yeah.
don't think it would be as quite as extreme as thinking she had committed murder. I don't think it'd be quite that harsh.
It'd be definitely
No.
medical malpractice, and I don't know if that's a thing yet in the 30s.
Yeah, well, a misdiagnosis might get you malpractice,
Yeah,
lawsuit
but was
or
that a
whatever.
thing in
Well,
the 30s?
no,
I doubt it.
I-
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think it was though. Or at least it wouldn't have been considered uh, a form of malpractice. I think it's just misdiagnosis. That happens a lot though. I mean, and even in the 30s. So it's not until later on. I'm pretty sure that they started really making them. Telling people that they were responsible for that, or
Well,
doctors were
yeah.
responsible for that.
Well, I think it more depends on how good of a lawyer you can afford.
Well, I'm sure even experienced doctors would occasionally, misdiagnose a symptom on something, right? I mean, even doctors are human beings, right? So they're not infallible. They do make mistakes, right? So
Yeah.
Please watch over her and keep her safe. Grandpa?
oh, this is so sweet.
And I think this is one of the very, very, very few times we see Grandpa cry in the series.
Well, Grandpa's going through a hell of a lot of emotion today
Yeah.
with his wife being, so sick and everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
You have to think about it, Jeremy.
So
Have we seen Grandpa cry before?
I don't remember, maybe, but I can't remember a particular
Jeremy,
episode.
do you remember?
No, I don't remember it.
Yeah, so I think this is like one of the only times we see Grandpa, because Grandpa's always been the strong one, even though all the stuff that the Waltons have gone through over the years.
Yeah.
Well, Grandpa can usually fall back on his old age wisdom, right? The wisdom he's accumulated in his lifetime.
So I looked up the term malpractice. Now, it was in use, the term itself was in use since the 16th century, but it wasn't until the 19th century that it actually became attuned to medical practices.
But how common would it have been in the 30s, though? That's kind of
Well, if the 30s is the 19th century, but after the 19th century,
no,
sure.
The 30s was in the 20th century.
That's what I said. The term malpractice for medical reasons was in effect even back since the 19th century. So, if this misdiagnosis, if she had died, this misdiagnosis would have been considered a form of malpractice.
And Mary Ellen could have been probably charged with something because she's not technically practice. She's not a licensed doctor. And she was diagnosed.
Well, no, she's not a licensed nurse, the person who would have been found responsible would have been Spencer. He's first because he gave her the indications that it was the flu. And then if she applied that to what she heard from him, she would be complicit in his diagnosis. So, both of them would be found guilty of malpractice.
He did not do diagnosis. They were talking about a complete different subject there when John Boy was talking about an epidemic that's going around there. He just gave John Boy the symptoms there. So, therefore, Mary Ellen took it upon herself to try to diagnose Grandma. David Spencer is not in the wrong here, and he would.
Well, but he did misdiagnose it, Gorilla.
No, he did not. Not because that's not. They were talking about something completely different earlier in the episode. Mary Ellen just took the symptoms when they're talking about the intestinal flu that's going around the county there and around Virginia. She took it. She just took off those symptoms there, and she WebMD'd Grandma there. And have a good night, Jim. I'm sorry again about Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah. Night, Jim.
Night, Jim. Condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think she just basically took what the doctor said, and instead of thinking that it could be, the symptoms might apply to another condition, she just she just ran with it and assumed that it was the intestinal flu, right? Automatically.
Okay, so if Grandma did expire, what you guys are saying then is Mary Ellen alone would be complicit in
Yeah,
malpractice too.
because what she did was just take what their conversation earlier, applied the symptoms to Grandma, because called it treated it like his WebMD.
Yeah, because the doctor never mentioned Grandma when he was talking to John Boy, right? He didn't know nothing about what was going on with Grandma at the time, so he wasn't saying that those symptoms applied to Grandma Walton, right? So
yeah.
This is 100% a Mary Ellen thing.
Yeah. By the way, I think she's really good in this episode. Actually, I'm actually just rewatching some of these scenes. I'm enjoying it more as we're discussing it than I did when I watched it, earlier this morning. I think I rated this a little bit too low. I think I'm going to have to change my rating.
Well, I rated it the best I could because, knowing Judy Norton as I feel like I do by watching all the behind the scenes and stuff she does, and to see her in this episode just excel, like she's a great actress already, but to see her really come into her own character this way, and the emotion and everything was genuine. Everything that she was doing, came to the forefront. This is a really powerful episode for her, and I gave it a very high grade, I think.
Yeah, I think the writers got her character right in this episode because I've mentioned before that she's one of the characters that seems to be the most inconsistently written, depending on the writer who's doing the particular episode. Like sometimes she's like a thoughtful adult, like she is here, and other times they write her like a stubborn teenager, right?
Like a prissy bitch. They write her like a prissy.
Yeah,
just a prissy bitch. Yeah, exactly. So that's one thing that's always bugged me about her characters. The writers can't seem to get a consistent. They should have a consistent character, Bible or whatever, where you get the basic outline of each character and their characteristics, and then the writers can be more consistent. But I guess they didn't have that.
Well, there was only one writer that did this episode. Her name was Kathleen Haidt, and she was the only writer on this particular episode. And I think they should have used her a lot more, because she really brings out, because you look at Mary Ellen, like we said, you look at Mary Ellen over the years, and you think, okay, she's stuck up, she's got these problems, things are going on, but when she shows a real, true, innocent side, when she uses that emotion, and like I said, I wish this writer that Kathleen Haidt had done more, with her in other episodes.
Yeah, I think she did. She generally was one of the better writers of the series, was she not?
I was, yes. Yes. So,
yeah. So back to Grandpa crying.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I tell you, this episode got a little bit of a sparkle in my eye, but not to the point where I was crying, but it got a little bit of a sparkle in my eye a little bit.
Waiting is always the quietest time, son.
Now, do those what those little port things that they got there? Do they always echo like that, or is that a soundstage mistake?
That was a soundstage mistake, Gorilla.
Okay, because it's echoing pretty.
And the longest. Never was much of a hand at it.
Well, maybe it got easier when you got older.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty echoey for an outdoor scene, isn't it?
It is. Yes. I'm surprised
But
nobody noted
it. This is back when they had mono sound instead of like surround sound. Like you could really notice it in like Deep Space Nine. Like what you could tell when like the audio quality changes. But here we're running mono sound on a surround sound systems.
Yeah, well,
that makes sense.
I could see mono back in the 70s, but Deep Space Nine, that was like what, 90s, wasn't it? Like they still had
Yeah.
mono sound that late.
See, it's like season 2 or season 3 is when they switched over to the surround sound.
Oh, okay. Boy, I
Yeah,
didn't realize.
I got that information from Pop Culture Curator.
Okay, I didn't realize that stereo sound on TV came in that late. Like, wow, that's pretty late, actually.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have had it sometime by the late 80s or something, but oh well.
Only on cable.
So.
Yeah.
I like how John just sits here, you know, the way he sits here and he's reminiscing about the past, you know. And I wonder how many like the kids go through this when they're going through something with their parents like this.
It's pretty much universal.
Yeah.
It really depends on what, if you're drugging up good memories, bad memories, that's all on you, but you're all drudging up the past.
All right.
Go through this, I'm gonna have to spend more time with her.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say you've been a neglected son, if that's what's bothering you.
Back a ways, we used to spend more time together. About the time my brother Ben died.
All right, so we get Brother Ben reference. That's very rare. I think we've only been mentioned 2-3 times at most. And we've seen his grave once.
It hasn't been too often, yeah.
No, been very infrequent.
We're starting to get more mentions of Ben. And the mentions are more frequent. It must have been like an afterthought that John had a brother that died in the war. War there.
Well, it did make his character a little more complex, right? By having a deceased brother, for sure.
Yeah, and you know how
it filled him in as a character, you know.
Yeah, and like I wonder how many generations say that. Well, back then we used to spend more time together, type thing. I wonder how many like generations say that about the previous generation.
I think every generation has people that think that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you got family and friends that you care about, of course you always want to spend time with them, and you know, because if you got to work, you got to earn a living, you got to do all the adult responsibilities in the real world. You got to go get groceries and do all the mundane tasks of day-to-day life. That does cut into the amount of time you can share with loved ones. So yeah, I can totally understand why he's saying he's gonna definitely try to spend more time with her, because he knows that grandma's not going to be around one of these days, right? So yeah.
And Gorilla is correct, or I mean Germ is correct when he says that reminiscing and talking about the past stuff is universal. Anyone who knows of a close immediate family relatives who's dying or near dying or whatever will always reminisce. So yeah, it's universal.
Yeah, I think
if it hasn't happened to you, it's going to happen in clumps. So
yeah, it'll
get ready for that.
Yeah, be prepared because it comes in waves. It does.
I think anybody that's halfway thoughtful is going to reminisce about the experiences they've gone through during their lifetime. I mean, I'm sure I know there's some very shallow, stupid people out there that probably never reminisce about nothing because they're so self-absorbed they don't even think about anybody but themselves, right? So,
yeah.
But I think majority of people do, reminisce it from time to time for sure.
Well, the one person I know who I can relate to right away is Larry. What Larry's gone through the last 2 years, I don't even want to have anyone go through what he's gone through.
Larry's had a lot of things to deal with, and he's come through them, I got to say, pretty strongly. Larry's he's a tough guy, I tell you.
Yeah,
he's resilient. I told that to him and his wife Diane. They're both very strong-willed people. So.
I think you get to a certain age, though, when you get enough life experience where you just have to be tough. Because if you're not tough, you ain't going to survive,
You're right.
Yeah, so since that's all that I'm hearing is that it's Robot season, duck season, etc. Is
What?
that your dog, Jim? Yeah, that is Jim's dog. At least
Yeah.
between Mikey and Gorilla's talk, which illness Grandma had and went back and forth, huh?
I have no. Dan, you're cool, Dan, but I just don't get some of your comments tonight. I'm really not getting some of these.
I think he's going loopy.
I don't know how Mikey Gorilla talking are like rabbit and duck season. There's a connection.
I don't know where he gets. I don't know where he gets that Warner Brothers animated reference.
I'm confused. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyhow,
She got so she was leaning on me. I'd come out in the front porch and see her sitting there with that pained look in her eyes, and I'd say, "Come on, Ma, let's go for a ride." That's what we do. We get in that old DeSoto I used to own.
okay, what's a DeSoto exactly? I never even heard of those.
It's a car.
It's a
car.
Let's see.
Very old model. It came out like what?
It's
a little
rather
bit after
bulky.
the Model T and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, it's an early car. Yeah.
Very early. Yeah.
Let's see. So
I gotta say, I just gotta say they did a nice job with the cricket sound effects there in that scene.
All right, I looked up 1920s DeSoto. This is what I got.
Yeah.
Holy
stock
crap!
photograph.
That's a pretty nice looking car, actually, for John Walton to own. He must have had some money or something back then.
Yeah, this is 30s DeSoto, but so the 1920s back here.
You know what? I was just thinking, PVB, that he must have, like, after he was in World War I, right? So he must have had, like, his military pension or something.
Did they have that? Did they have a military pension back in World War I?
I thought Pershing's... Okay, remind me of my history there, Jeremy, if you can, for a minute.
I'm not even sure if that existed, because I remember... I think
they didn't get a pension, but they did get a nice solid payday on release.
Right.
Oh,
no,
so it was like pay on the way out kind of thing. Okay.
No, their pay was we won't you could just grab as much as you can fit in your duffel bag, and we'll look the other way. Is what their pension was.
That was the pension. Oh, come on now, John Pershing's group was not robbers and thieves. Come on now, Gorilla.
Hey, it's not a robbery. It's called the spoils of war.
Okay, spoils of war. Still, never mind. I don't want to go there.
Come on, Scurvy, back me up on this. Would that not be considered the spoils of war?
Hey, whatever you can fit in your duffel bag without the brass seam.
Without anybody seeing.
Yeah, I think the spoils of war are a different thing than what a pension would be, though, right? So.
Yes.
I still call it this, but I still think whatever the soldiers could grab and fit in their duffel bags would be.
I don't even know if the soldiers in World War II had a pension, because I know there were like riots in Vancouver with the veterans who had fought, and they weren't getting enough money. They weren't getting enough money. They weren't getting
a pension in the Depression. They made certain allowances, and they passed a veterans pension, at least in this country.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if that happened in Canada because
no, it didn't happen in Canada until much later.
I remember there were big protests with the veterans in Vancouver, and they actually called in the cops, right? And it was an ugly scene.
Well, that's because the veterans that were rioting and there were the ones who didn't have a big enough duffel bag to stuff much into.
I really can't remember the details. It's been a long time since I thought about that.
All right, so
ride all over the place. Back to Fluvanna County, where she was born.
Oh, there we go. That's where you find out where Grandma really's from.
Which I do not know where that. Wonder if that's even a real place.
You want to look it up, Gorilla? It's called Bluvanna, Bluvanna County, Virginia. Is it real?
It's an actual place.
Damn. What's the closest town to it? I mean, in the county. Closest town in the county. Major town.
All right,
or
we're
village.
not gonna spend too much time on this, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can check it afterwards.
Yeah. No, here I got a map. It's in the upper part of the state there, kind of right on the edge of the mountain. So I'm guessing it's pretty close to Jefferson County, is what I'm guessing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's at the very edge of the Appalachians. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is the Waltons
Oh,
Mountain.
Blue Ridge
on the
ones.
Blue
Oh, okay, Blue Ridge. Yeah. Because the Blue
All
Ridge one's going to Tennessee. So okay.
All right. So.
Yeah. I remember a time when I took her down to Boatwright University. You know, I wanted her to see the place where I went off to college. And we were walking down the hallway, and she took a look at this sign up on the wall. It said they were giving a course in the Bible as literature. She won't be sure I took that one.
Yeah, but is it they're teaching about the Bible, or is it an atheist teaching how the Bible, where they say the Bible's full of shit?
Well, you know, it does
That's
sound
what
a bit. It sounds a bit sketchy. The Bible as literature, because literature can often be fictional, right? So yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm asking.
Yeah, well,
How are they perceiving it?
I actually wondered the same thing when I watched the episode, Gorilla. I was like, gosh, I don't know about that. But oh well.
Well, when I went into college, one of the courses I took was a course on religion. And so I'm guessing this must have been like their early form of learning about religion. And since the Bible is a book of literature, they, what you learned from that. Maybe that was their interpretations. How did you interpret it back then, the Bible in the 1930s? Or did you think it applied to any current events or anything going on? So,
Yeah, well, I still think they should bring back the fire and brimstone talk, but anyhow, that's a whole different conversation.
You want those preachers that go, damn you all to hell if you don't worship Jesus and all this.
Yeah, well, you need to put the fear of God into some of these fucking degenerates, and we got going around
nowadays. I agree. I agree.
So anyhow,
did you?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that conversation.
Right.
Yeah, talk about the chiller, blah blah blah. It's all gold seed. You gotta watch it on your own. They're all waiting, grab. Now we get a little bit of a story from Grandpa on their wedding day. I love this here.
Stepped on her dress.
That's what this here. I don't know how to feel about Will Gear as a phenomenal actor, but I think the scenes where this scene here with him crying, it's not one of his strong points. That makes sense.
At our wedding. Didn't Esther ever tell you that?
She told me a little bit about the wedding.
What happened, Gorilla?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Gorilla, did we just lose you? Oh, no.
Oh.
What just happened? Yeah, I know that there was a civilian or military in place with the FDR administration before World War II, Dan. I knew that. You're saying beforehand you had to make it up as you could, as you go. Before that. He says Blue Ridge is next to Blue Balls. Huh. Oop, we just lost Gorilla.
Oh boy, I hope Gorilla's internet hasn't cropped out or something.
Oh God, I hope not. Germ, you still there?
I can wait. I don't mind. Gorilla probably unplugged his bloody computer cord or something again. Boy does that all the time. That his cat's probably pulled out the cord on the floor or something.
Oh, no, what the hell happened to the monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
he
monkey
just disappeared. He just dropped out.
The monkey suddenly vanished. Yes.
Hey, no, it was Shock the Monkey.
Shock the monkey.
We definitely needed Peter Gabriel for that reference. Hey, Gorilla.
Hey, the monkey man is back.
Monkey man. Well, he's still on a mutation. Hey, Gorilla, you're still muted.
Yeah, Gorilla's probably talking a mile a minute right now, too.
Yeah. Gorilla?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
Now we can hear you. Yeah. Couldn't hear you before when you came back.
All right. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. You dropped out, and then you're back, but then you were on a mute, but then you were able to unmute yourself. So I don't know what happened to you.
I can't hear anybody else. But
oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's definitely not good if you can't hear us. We're loud people.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Oh crap. There he goes again.
He's reloading.
Okay, he's reloading. All right. Well, he's been having a lot of troubles lately.
All right, can you guys hear me again?
Yes. Hello.
All righty.
Hello.
Damn it.
Man.
All right. So
well, you are having problems there, brother.
Well, my computer came unplugged when I accidentally pulled the cord, my headphone cords here, and everything shut down. So I'm on the new computer.
What did I say? Wow. What did I say about Gorilla pulling his cord again? Right? I absolutely nailed it. Spot on. The Gorilla's cord came.
Yeah, but initially you said
it wasn't the power cord. It's not the power cord. It's the HDMI cord.
Okay.
So hopefully not too much to play before you got yanked down.
Yeah. Well, at least you're back, Gorilla. So, are you going to finish with the epilogue, or was there much else to it, or to the episode?
He was just getting to the wedding part. So we have maybe a 10-minute thought.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the best scene in the whole episode here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, this Will Gear is great.
She told me a little bit about the wedding, but she left out that part.
Well, it was a June wedding. There was a pretty little white church there at Mount Shiloh. Esther was holding on to a bunch of wood violets that I'd picked for her.
Was it Shiloh Hill like in Kentucky or Tennessee or something like that?
There could be towns with the same names in different states. I've noticed that. It can be a thing that happens.
Yeah, but like when you drop a name like Shiloh, usually people are talking about Shiloh Hill.
Well,
Shiloh, that was the south, right? That was the Confederacy thing.
Yeah, Shiloh was one of the bloodiest battles in the entire American Civil War.
So I could imagine in the southern states there could be several towns called Shiloh.
There is one in Tennessee, I know that.
But I mean, there could be another one or two in other southern states, right? I mean, they're going to remember the past by naming towns like that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
I'm sure it's not the Shiloh Hill I'm familiar with, because Shiloh Hill is a town in Spokane.
No, but I'm saying like there's a London, Ontario, and there's London, England, right? And they're both called London, so.
Yes, there is more than one Shiloh, but the one that I'm referring to, I believe, was in Tennessee. It was one of the worst battles ever in the entire Civil War. So,
the Battle of Shiloh was in Pittsburgh, actually.
Pittsburgh.
The Battle of Shiloh,
was it?
also known as the Battle of Pittsburgh Landings.
Pittsburgh Landing. Okay. But that was in Tennessee, right, Jerm?
Yes.
Okay. Well, at least I know something.
I'm searching.
Antietam is a bad one too. So you want to think about Shiloh. You also want to think about Antietam. That was a bad one.
Well, welcome to History Night with Gorilla.
The Battle of Shiloh. Holy shit, Jerem's right. I always thought it was in Tennessee.
It is in Tennessee.
No, it's in.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh wait, okay.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Landing, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay. I'm thinking of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
No. It's spelled without the H at the end. It was spelled Pittsburgh Landing. Pittsburgh Landing. But they called it Battle of Shiloh for short. In Tennessee.
Sit there once we play
Damn
this.
it, Gorilla, get back on track. I got shit to do today. Damn it, Gorilla, get back on track. I got shit to do today.
There you go, sit down.
There you go, sit down.
Bird.
Oh boy.
And church is real pretty, you know. Smelled real good too. What the white oxeye daisies, running cedar that grows thereabouts they used to decorate the church with. It was real solemn, pretty wedding. Until the preacher says, now you may kiss the bride. Well, I hauled off and gave Esther a good one, I can tell you.
That he thinks he gave her a good one.
Must have been a little too long to suit Esther because she kind of gave me a shove, moved aside, and she did. The dress ripped because I was standing on it. Of course, everybody in the church, they began to laugh.
So, in other words, cousin grandma gave the entire church a show. Yeah, some asshole's gonna be doing that once every night for the next 4 months.
Well, you see, the thing is, Grandpa didn't remember that you rip the dress off once you get to the honeymoon suite, right? That's when you rip off the lady's dress.
Yeah, the one in Rockfish there where Grandpa took her in front of the window.
Oh, maybe they went up to the Red Cedar that night. You know, I mean,
I mean, the
Red Cedar.
Red Oak. Okay, damn.
Gee.
Yep.
Only us can do that to such a sad scene.
That would have been a
No
weird
way.
scene if you dragged Grandma out of her hospital bed and popped her in some kind of vehicle and taken her over to the Red Oak.
No.
All right, let's keep
And
it.
Dan,
Let's keep
push
on
it
track.
15 minutes.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Gave
Sorry,
me such a look, I thought it was all over, I can tell you. Reached out, give me a hand.
So we got Grandpa's here crying.
I think this is one of Will Gear's best scenes in the series so far.
Yeah, I
mean,
think so too. I think he sold it.
All right, I'm not gonna play Dr. Vance yelling at Mary Ellen, but you pretty well maybe I will.
Grandma?
She's come through a critical experience, and we fully expect her to recover.
Thank God.
And now Mary Ellen's relieved, but I think Dr. Vance should have slammed this a little bit harder. Almost like he almost breaks it.
Well, he's
God,
a
seems to
doctor, so he's being disciplined, I think, Gorilla.
Yeah.
Be the one to thank.
Oh, and no.
And those fine.
Yeah.
But he's still pissed off.
Oh yeah.
I said, thanks, August.
You don't have to tell me. I know how wrong I was.
I hope you really know.
I made a wrong diagnosis.
From you, any diet. Diagnosis is wrong. Do you understand? You had no right. You are not a doctor.
Well, somebody had to do something.
That's no.
Then you call you find a fucking doctor. If Dr. Vance is out of town, you call a different fucking doctor.
They should
I
have
know
called.
he's not the only one in town.
Yeah, they should have called the doctor sooner. I thought when I watched the episode.
Like, hey, why didn't you call David?
Excuse.
Yeah, she could pay him in, well, whatever she wants.
Oh, well,
I'm sure he's
we all
open.
know what payment she could give.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I know.
we began to get comments on it like that.
Did it? The worry, the fear, it's hard to think clearly at such a time. But if you're ever to be a nurse, you must learn just that.
All right, so she hangs her head, and he pretty much scolds her like this. Doctor, I think it's a good scolding.
Well, he just is trying to, wake her up to never do that again, because if she does, he's right. She's not a doctor. Even when she becomes a registered nurse, she still should not be making serious diagnosis on stuff, because she could get in a trouble if she does that. And the doctor is actually being very nice to her there. He's being very helpful, actually.
Yeah, well, he's just making sure that in the future she doesn't make any more hasty conclusions or any assumptions.
Well, he wants her to be safe and the patients to be safe, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of old. Hey, it's in kind of old for. Well, nah. Yeah, I guess yeah. Well, let's keep going. In she loves grandma, but grandma's proud of her. Blah blah blah. But she's scared. She's trying to apologize to grandma, but grandma's so proud of her. Blah blah blah. So they kind of let it go. So that's kind of it for that. There. So stop sharing.
I gotta say, Alan Corbett was really selling the really sick woman look in that bed scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our grandma recovered to live a long, good years with us. Dr. Vance decided to remain on Walton's Mountain. People there who had always appreciated him began to show it by paying him with money when they could. Mary Ellen stayed in nursing where she surely belonged to learn all the things she had to learn. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with Mikey. What's your thought?
Well, I gave it an A-, and justifiably so, in my opinion. I thought it was probably one of the strongest, more strong episodes I've seen with you guys. And like I said, I could relate to it easily with a family member from my dad's side of the family who almost had a burst appendix and barely got into the hospital, before they were able to remove it safely and no problems. So yeah, I mean, it appealed to me. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention too was, Dr. Vance actually left at the beginning of or around season 7. Kurt came in and moved in and became the new town doctor. So they didn't hold to that after that epilogue. So I was just going to let you know that.
Alrighty. PvP, what's your thoughts?
I've upgraded my rating a lot. When I watched it this morning, I guess I was thinking about the memorial service I had to attend this afternoon, and that's where my thinking and focus was. And I just kind of watched this almost as an afterthought. And the first watch, I didn't really. I mean, I thought it was a decent episode and everything, but I wasn't really in the mood to have any deep thinking about it as I was watching it, and it just seemed to be kind of a one-note episode, like just grandma's illness all the way through it, right? Because there was no real B story. I mean, the B story with Erin on the switchboard was pretty minor, right? There was not much to that at all. So I ended up giving it like a C+ when I voted in your poll, but talking about it and rewatching those scenes and thinking how great Will Geer is in this one, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mikey and give it like an A-. All
right, thank you, Jerem. What's your thoughts?
Well, this is gonna be a historic day. I gave it an A- as well.
Wow.
Very, very good range from Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh.
The daughters weren't annoying for once, except for that one little part when she was whining about the switchboard.
Yeah.
And everything flowed quite well. They didn't try too much, which is sometimes a problem for them. And they kept everything nice and tight.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely need to buy a lottery ticket. Not only did my coworker get out 14 parts instead of his usual 12 today, Jim give it an A-.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, what'd you give it, Gorilla?
Well,
I will add that I am quite high right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You got the good shit, didn't you? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say hi to August here. And the civilian and military pension system didn't happen until sometime after your administration, which is what we said. Blue Ridge is next to the blue ball. Jerm could take over and give a wrap up. Type your response to the private chat if you can't hear. And let's see, the Death Star closing the lockout target. The Death Star will be firing range in
1 minute, right?
Jerm should yeah, he's asked about the stream. Hey, yo, you guys understand each other so good. That's good to see. Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while. We're on season 5.
Yeah.
John, and this episode must hit close to home with PvP and what happens to his family.
Yeah, it definitely did today.
Yeah.
Because going to that actually the memorial service probably lasted at least a couple hours. First, we got all the family together in a room so people could just chat. And that was really nice because I saw a family that I hadn't seen in like over 10 years, right? So that was awesome because, and, everybody was, giving each other hugs and it was really, really lovely. And then we did the service and then, of course, the preacher gives his sermon and all that kind of stuff. And then we did the slideshow and the slideshow must have gone for at least half an hour, if not longer. And it was really great to see all those wonderful photos. I realized what a beautiful smile Anita had when I was watching the slideshow today. So yeah, it was a very, very intense day in that sense. And I did see some old friends there as well. And my cousin actually seemed to be in a very good mood today. He was, hugging people, shaking hands, laughing, even told a few jokes. So I think, I can't imagine what he's going through with his loss, but he seems to be dealing with it very well. And I know my cousin is a very strong individual. So, I know he's going to come through this okay. But I still, it's hard to, lose somebody and realize you'll never see them again. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on so long, Gorilla.
Yeah, that's okay. The average viewer pretty sure just consumes it, but you guys analyze every single scene. Well, that's the fun of it, and there's a few people around the community that do that to shows. I find it a lot of fun, and we catch stuff that the writers put in there, but you might not catch initially. Yeah. Plus, it makes it so much fun when you catch like just one little passing comment, and it turns into something we've been saying for 2 seasons now about a red oak.
Yeah.
Red oak.
Red Oak, I think we've been pretty tame. I think if Judy Norton were to actually come and do an interview with us,
oh God,
I think she'd be laughing too. Come on,
yeah,
she knew about that. She was there for 9 seasons. Jesus,
I just got a good sense of humor because we have made some very sexy jokes about Mary Ellen, right? So
yeah. So hey, Jeremy, you want to read Dan's comment?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead,
see here. Hell did indeed freeze over with the Germ giving it an A-. Hey, not unprecedented.
Then August says, yes, girl, that's a good thing. All right, and I give it that's a damn A+. Both the seasons are good. I didn't want to fucking slap Mary Ellen. I didn't want to fucking slap Erin, And I was on Erin's side there. I would have been cussing out fucking Fanny Tamar. I might have even slapped her if I was in Erin's position. But but it's good seeing. There's a couple things I point out I would love to see, but did not take away from the grade. Like I would love to. I love it. We've heard Sheriff Epps' siren before. I would have loved it if they used it more in the seasons. show the urgency of the situation, you know. And we're just getting. We'll get to see more of David Spencer in a couple episodes here, and
Yes.
some of my comments will make a lot more sense during the wedding.
Ooh.
But anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and pop up the chat here, and let's see. So here to see here's stupid shit from Gorilla. Yeah,
Wait,
50%.
I didn't see the full. Yeah, I didn't see the full. Full
A
full
plus,
girl.
A plus to A minus got 30%. C plus to C minus got 20%.
Rigged.
So,
Yeah, you
all
could
right,
you could ignore my C plus. I reevaluated.
All right. So you guys seem to be calm and honest and almost especially to each other. That's where we worked with each other, and you know it takes a bit to get a team going there, but yeah, I let people express their thoughts so we don't got these get people angry and building stuff up there. So every once in a while we'll start yelling at each other, but that's about it.
We've all been hanging around for quite a long time together too on the panel here, so we kind of know each other well enough where we manage somehow to get along without driving each other totally insane. So yeah.
And
he says,
by the way, August, I like your Pink Floyd Flying Pig avatar.
That is good, actually.
Yeah, guys, I got to wrap this up. I'm getting hungry.
I'm sorry, Gorilla. Go ahead.
Yeah, some dumbass forgot to turn on the crock pot before he left for fucking work.
Yeah, I saw that video. That was hilarious, girl. I watched that earlier today. That was
positive vibes, really. Yeah, thanks. So, August, if you have anything on your channel, let us know so we can promote it. But thank you for being here. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Sit there. Get your link in the chat there so to send everybody to your watch party. So Tim and Jeremy are doing watch party. They do watch parties on Wednesday, and he has his sci-fi discussions on Saturday. So make sure to check out Sci-Fi Sit Down.
Yeah. And tonight on his alternate channel, we are doing That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I believe we are in season 2 right now.
All right. And thank you, Scurvy, for coming. And thank you, Jim's Landscaper, for coming. He hasn't put much on his channel for a while, but he does occasional live streams there, and he does the Star Trek fan films and his puppy videos. So make sure to check him out. And thank you, Tim, also known as FKHC 2005, for coming. He has a couple of videos on his channel. And thank you, the Phantom Boomer Explorers, for coming. He's actually running 3 Cosby movies a week. He's actually has one going on right now, but he also does Wednesdays and Sundays. And then he puts the trailers for those on his YouTube channel, so make sure to check him out. And I believe that's everybody. So, Mikey, what do you got going on?
Let Germ go first because he's got to go to be with Dan. So,
all right, Germ, what you got going on?
We'll be watching Gamera for the Kaiju Monday watch party, and then Wednesday we have another roundtable.
Cool.
All right, thank you. PvP, what do you got going on?
Nothing much on my channel currently. It's just been real life is kind of taken away from that. So nothing much going on. Just we'll go on the streams that other people are doing throughout the week. I just want to ask Mikey though, did you speak with Sith Dan about the episode? If he's going to do the watch party tomorrow?
Yeah, I did. I did mention to him about the city on the edge of forever, and I'm pretty sure that he's open to that. But I don't know if he's working. That's the only thing he never responded to me back on. And of course, I was gone yesterday.
Yeah, I have no idea because I haven't talked to him in a while now.
Yeah.
So,
but that will, if we do the thing on Saturday from 2 to 4 his time, p.m. Pacific, we'll be watching the city on the edge of forever from season 1, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So
he did mention to me though that he's seen about half of that episode.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen all of it, right? So,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to see all of it, right? I mean,
the whole thing to understand.
All right.
Right?
All right. So thank you, Mikey. And as for me there, I got Sunday. Well, we're gonna have a movie. I haven't picked it out yet. I got a couple ideas. Then on Tuesday we'll have a cigar lounge. Thursday we'll have
4 more episodes of the Twilight Zone, which are a lot better than the last one we watched. And then on Friday, we'll have the Waltons episode. Oh, damn it. The scroll bar here doesn't work.
Well, hold on, Gorilla. It's called The Comeback.
The Comeback.
Yeah.
I beat you to it, Mikey. So, with that, you guys all have a good night there. And remember to be, if I can find the fucking video, to be a gorilla.
We've been stopping, being through the night.